Hi guys! Welcome back to our channel. Today it's going to be a short vlog because we're going to Månafossen. So it's a waterfall in Norway and it's 1 hour away from where I live. So we're on the way to Månafossen now. So these are the roads in Norway. There are a bunch of trees. Now it's spring, that's why they're like, the trees are starting to grow and stuff. And there's like, small rivers near the roads. It's a pretty great view. And if you come here during summer, it's just gonna be green everywhere. So because it's spring, there's not much, greenery, but in summer there's a lot of greenery. So these are the roads in Norway. They're like bus stops. Some of them are houses and some of them are cabins. And if you look at the hill, most of them are cabins because like Norway has a great view and most of them are the cabins are most on the hill. And the higher the cabins are, the expensive it gets because the better view you get when you're on top of a hill. So if you want a great view, you go to a cabin that's high on a hill and it's going to be expensive. So these are a bunch of cabins because this is like pretty far from like the city and it looks really, really beautiful. But it's like I mentioned before, it's spring, so there's not much greenery compared to there is in summer because there are baby plants are starting to grow. And yeah, but there's still a bunch of greenery and great view, like the sea, the mountains, and everything. It was a 1 hour drive, or maybe a bit more, but it's like 1 hour from where I live, approximately 1 hour. And the more further you go, the more cabins you see because there's a great view here and great view means more cabins. So there are a lot of hills like I mentioned before and a lot of rocks on the side. And usually there's like a sea and then more hills and mountains. Another hill. They're like hills all the way, mountains all the way. So you will see a lot of them in this video. And a lot of water. Ooh, now we're entering a tunnel. This is not a pretty big tunnel, but usually tunnels in Norway are big and you can see them a lot. So because there are a lot of hills and mountains in Norway, so because they have to dig the mountains because you have to continue the road, right? So that's why you can see rocks and mountains and tunnels. I really, really enjoyed this trip. It was super duper fun. I love the scenery because it looks so pretty. Like the mountains, the water, the plants. I love this part because there are 2 hills on each side. It's so cool when you sit in the car and drive through them. I love this view because all the houses, the cabins here, most of them are cabins, obviously. I don't think anyone's gonna live this far away from shops or anything, but it's so beautiful. They're all the gardens and everything looks so pretty here. There are a lot of trees though. Look at that rock over there. It's steps, stairs. And more beautiful big mountains and water and plants. And rocks because they had to dig up the mountains. But they're rocks, on the way. If you guys live in Norway, you guys should check this out because it was a great trip. Now we're entering another tunnel. This tunnel is a bit bigger compared to the one we went through before. So each tunnel has like an emergency kit and emergency like stop. So like if you have like an emergency, you can like stop so you don't stop the traffic. And yeah, this one's not really long, but there's a tunnel which is super duper long. This one's a bit long too. The best thing about tunnels is when you're like inside tunnels, the rocky texture on like the ceiling and around looks so cool. And there's like a mini waterfall that's not Månafossen. They're like random like mini waterfalls and big waterfalls on the way because they're like rocks, and there's snow which melts and creates waterfalls, and there's just like waterfalls in general. More cabins. This is such a great view. There's like still some snow left. Rocks. So Månafossen is a waterfall, like I mentioned before, in Norway. It's a beautiful waterfall. It's the 9th largest free-falling waterfall in Norway. The waterfall is 92 meters tall. This waterfall is located along the river Månafossen. I might have pronounced that wrong, but it sounds super weird. But you have to hike to reach the waterfall. The distance is short, but the hike is really, really steep. Like really, that's the reason we can film the hike. There are long chains on the sides to help you hike. They built small steps in between to make the hike easier. There are also large steps which are stone. Although like the hike sounds tough, it is actually very easy. Well, not very easy, but it's like, you know, pretty okay because you have like chains and stuff. And when you reach the waterfall, you won't regret it. It's beautiful. We only hiked until the first checkpoint because we just wanted to see the waterfall. But you could hike all the way up. When I was 3, we hiked up the hill. And I don't remember that, unfortunately. And we spent some time there, and we also spent some time near the parking lot with a garden. You can also continue your trip into Måndalen and visit the Mån farm. This is a great family trip. The view is impressive and worth it. I enjoyed this a lot. The waterfall was beautiful, and you won't regret it. It's amazing. And there's a little rainbow over there. So these are like the stairs, the first easy part, and then it goes like steep. So this is the parking lot, and there's like a mini garden over there where we all were chilling and having fun. So like that's where we hiked. We had to hike up that. It looks simple, but it's like pretty steep. And this is like the map. So there are like, you know, like different areas and stuff. But it was great. So the best part was on like near the parking lot, there's like this little water, like river stream. I have no idea what this is, but it looks so pretty. They're like little rocky mini islands. I don't think you can call them islands, but yeah, maybe mini rock islands and bunch of trees. It was so pretty. I loved it there. Like it gave me like great vibes. The water was pretty cold, but it was amazing. It looked so relaxing, refreshing. I was just chilling near the rocks. It was so fun. So if before you hike the mountain or reach the parking lot, there's this like super curvy road, curvy road on a hill that you have to drive. It was super duper curvy, like, you know, like a snake, but it was super fun. And you see those like white big marshmallows thingies, but when I was little I thought they were actually marshmallows, and they used to cut marshmallows through those white things, but they were actually like grass. So there's like packed up grass, so they're prepared for the winter. And I did not know that, and I thought they were marshmallows just cut into small, that's like, you know, these big marshmallows cut into small marshmallows, but they weren't marshmallows. So these are like mini farmlands and more cabins. Cabins are really fun. More marshmallows. I still like to call them marshmallows, like, you know, grass packed. Nah. And here's the tunnel. See, like I mentioned before, like I hope you can see in the video, they're like mini like safety kits, and so if there is like anything goes wrong, like the tunnels are prepared for you. And this one's like pretty big. And they're like, you know, like reflectors, or like can't talk. Reflecting signs on the side. So yeah. Yeah, like I mentioned, this tunnel is pretty long. There's another one longer than this, and it takes about like 30 minutes. I don't know, more than 30 minutes. Yeah, it's a pretty big tunnel. The tunnel I'm talking about is the longest tunnel, the underwater tunnel, the first underwater tunnel in the world, which is built in Norway. That's the tunnel I'm talking about. It's really long, but it's super cool because there are like two spots where they have like lights everywhere. That's so cool. Wow, this tunnel is long. Yay, we're out! See, like, you know, bunch of trees on the mountains, on the hills. So pretty and cool. And big, like, grasslands and stuff. With mega marshmallows. The water! It looks so pretty! Like with the mountains in the background. Wow. Ooh, I see another tunnel. Like I mentioned before, there are like a lot of tunnels in Norway. In Norway, so yeah. But they're pretty cool, I guess. But when they're like way too long, I feel like they're not really cool. But this one's not long, so that's great. we're out. And now we can see the great view. Ooh, there's another tunnel there. Thanks for watching this video, and hope you liked the trip to Månafossen waterfall, and I hope you guys will go there soon. But thanks for watching. Please subscribe, like, and share. Bye!